Hello and welcome. I'm Jeremy with A to Z Shooting, and today is the last day of SHOT Show. And with that said, I think we should go through some of the products from SHOT Show 2024 that I found interesting. So let's go ahead and get started in no particular order. Okay, coming in as our first one, the PSA X57 PDW concept, because anyone who's anyone is usually a fan of the MP7, and this is what appears to be PSA's entry MP7 clones, so to speak. A chambered in 5.7. Some folks were worried that this would be some sort of chassis like a Roni or a USW. However, this is in fact an original firearm. 5.7, not necessarily my favorite cartridge. However, I'll always support a PDW. So looking forward to this. Staying in the same realm of PDWs and submachine guns, we have the H&R DOE-AR. This is a 9mm subgun. My favorite part about this is that it uses Colt pattern magazines. All too often we see guns fall prey to the Glock magazine conundrum, which is where they know everyone has Glock magazines, which is why it's Glock magazine compatible. And typically in the comments, you'll find someone asking, does it take Glock mags? It's just a fact of life. But when you see something that breaks the mold a little bit, shakes it up, so to speak, makes you a little excited. So very cool clone. And again, takes cool magazines. So excited for that one. The Daniel Defense PCC is a new offering from Daniel in 9mm. The beauty of this is that it takes CZ Scorpion magazines. So again, magazines are one of the biggest factors I look into when I'm buying a gun that's not an AR-15. Whether or not I'm going to have to spend an arm and a leg to purchase magazines is a factor. So when I see that Daniel Defense is using an already produced magazine that isn't too expensive, it piques my interest. The biggest thing for this, again, is aesthetics. I like how it looks. Overall, is this an MPX competitor? Is this an APC competitor? I see a lot of competition used for this in the PCC realm. As far as, you know, home defense or anything, not necessarily, but it is cool, and it is something that I don't own, so I'd probably be pretty interested in picking one of these up. I don't have any PCCs at the moment. I have owned plenty of PCCs in my day. But I always come back to rifles. You know, I always ask myself, what is there that a rifle can't do? So, with that said, Daniel Defense, looking forward to your new PCC. Okay, so here we go. Announced at SHOT, the Elcan Spectre series are being updated, which, having read the article, essentially means they're getting a new coating and standard with the Picatinny rail on top for an additional red dot sight, should you choose to use one. The Elcans are infamous for being rock solid, hard to find anything besides size and weight as a flaw. But with that said, it's always nice to see an old dog being taught new tricks. I do look forward to hopefully seeing some of the older Elcans maybe dropping a little bit in price in the used market when these release. So keep your eyes open for that. LWRCI is one of my favorite firearms manufacturers. That's why I own an M6 IC. The LWRCI IC9 is LWRCI's 9mm PCC offering. Wow, say that 5 times fast. What I'm really excited about is that LWRCI is advertising this as having a chamber ring delayed blowback operating system. So again, something that breaks the mold and is a little bit different from all of the other competitors out there. This one is on my radar and will probably be a purchase when the time comes. I'd love to try it out. The only negative I've got for it is that it takes Glock magazines. So aesthetically, it's not going to be the DOE with its Colt magazines. No, this will unfortunately have that slick back pimp look that you all know and either love or hate. In my instance, I'm not a fan. Okay, so Flux Defense Raider 365. This is a Flux Raider chassis for the Sig Sauer P365. I'm not necessarily excited about this specific product. I don't own a P365, nor do I feel that I would get a lot of value out of this chassis if I did own a P365. I've had a lot of experience behind chassised pistols and stocked braced pistols, and I still haven't really kind of figured out if it's for me. Or rather, I guess I should say I haven't really figured out if I'm a fan of it. It's not for me. So while I'm not a huge fan of this one, I am excited to see what else they decide to throw into a Raider chassis. Okay, so Kanye West, K West, reveals new 40mm baton rounds. What is special about these? Well, this company is touting them as extremely accurate. How accurate, you ask? Well, they say it's as accurate as a 37mm flare launcher. Okay. Either way, it's always cool to see some of the new munitions and products that SHOT Show brings out. Expect to see this used at your local riot soon in a city near you. All right, moving over to Soldier Systems, you will see that it appears that 511 has gone and done it. They finally did something that I can approve of. They went and they copied the Velocity Systems Boss Rugby shirt. This is almost identical, if not identical. Either way, I don't really care. I am excited for it. It is a good looking shirt. You know, the patch area here is a little bit bigger than the Velocity Systems. They are calling it a rugby style collar. So they're showing that the rugby style collar can be worn in a multitude of ways there, which, I mean, just looking at it from here, looks all the same to me. Looks like they've just kind of rolled it all in a way there. Either way though, excited about this. If you know me, you know I'm a geardo. Guns are fine, but the gear is where I shine. This is cool. Hopefully it is cheaper than the Boss Rugby shirt, because if it's not, then there really isn't a reason at this point to choose the 511 variant over the original. That's just my personal opinion. But I also like options, so good on you, 511. Okay, so guys. Oh my God. Guys, we gotta stop. We gotta stop dressing like this, okay? I'm guilty. I'm just as guilty as some of you are, all right? I really am. But this is too much, okay? This whole Boogaloo Hawaiian shirt bullshit has got to end. We need something else going on. Floral, like, this guy looks like a fucking Tactical Arizona iced tea can. I can't do it, all right? This guy's got crosshairs on him. Okay, this guy's got fucking plus signs and crosshairs for where he wants to get shot at. But what we're kind of seeing here, or at least what I'm seeing here, is a big overlap now of like streetwear, skateboarding, and the tactical community. We're starting to really branch out into the bro community of tactical stuff here. And I know we've been doing that for a while. Obviously, there's Tactibros out there, but like, I mean, at least they looked like Tactibros. This is like someone's drug dealer. Okay, I'm just gonna say it. This looks like swag for a drug dealer. If you want to sell weed out of your mother's guest room, this is probably the outfit someone would find you in. All right, that was just me. You know, I'm not into this. I hate this. I wish you would stop. But Wiedemann is a respected brand in the knife community. Ott gear exists. Anyways, I can't. Okay, so this is a kind of special and near and dear one to me here. You see, OTB Boots are an older company that kind of went silent for a while. And if I'm not mistaken, they might have been picked up by New Balance. I feel like something like that might have happened in there. Either way, regardless, I will tell you that OTB Boots are the boots that I wore when I was in the military. These boots are the nicest boots that I ever wore as a soldier. And let me tell you, I still own them. These are, in fact, a pair of OTB boots right here. I know it's not the easiest to see here, but as you'll see, these were, in fact, an original OG pair that I wore. Still wear them for gardening and all sorts of light duty shit outside. Not so much for tactical stuff anymore. But either way, you know, listen, if you're a military service member and you obviously have an SOP on the outfit you can wear, typically boots are one of the more lenient places, okay? So you got to figure out how you can swag and drip on post. OTB boots are definitely it, okay? Take it from me. You heard it here first, folks. These boots are the real deal. Some of the lightest boots I've ever worn, made ruck marches super, super comfortable, broke in super easy. If they're anything like the OGs, I will tell you that these boots are good to go. So I'm very excited to see that they are offering a bunch of new boots and new styles. They've actually got a water shoe coming out that looks pretty neat. So if you're a service member and you are in need of a new pair of boots, trust me on this. Don't get the Nikes. Don't get the New Balance. Don't stick with your issued ones. OTB is the way forward for you. All right, so that's my plug. OTB, feel free to send me a pair to test out. Okay. Okay, so here was another really, really exciting piece of gear for some folks. So what Unity Tactical did was that they took their fast magnifier mount and they just put a proprietary magnifier on it. So instead of having to purchase 2 systems, you can just now purchase 1. Coming in at 4 times. It will work with any of their fast risers. And obviously their stow and go system, which opposed to storing left or right of the firearm, will store just below your optic, which is in fact a neater and tighter package. So this is another product that I'm extremely excited for. We'll see about how the quality of glass is, but you know, honestly, at this point, people expect a lot from these guys, so I don't think they're going to half-ass it. I'm not sponsored by First Spear or anything like that, but I will tell you that I've received some free test and evaluation equipment from them, and it has stayed in rotation. It is my mainstay gear. At this point, I would trust anything that First Spear puts out and not question it at all. They are one of the best, if not the best, clothing and soft goods manufacturer on the market today. In fact, you know, there's a really good chance that a bunch of the brands that you're currently wearing or currently using are actually manufactured by First Spear and then, you know, third provider branded by whoever else. So this is one of the things that they pulled out here. Of course, they're coming in with the drip. Of course, they're coming in with the merino wool. It's a good looking pullover, and anything they do is comfortable. It's good stuff. So First Spear, fantastic. This little pullover guy, I'm definitely going to reach out and have to grab one of these. Okay, it looks like this is actually our last one here. So we have reached the end of this. We have reached the end of my impromptu list here. Now I will say, and it is to be noted, this is probably list 1 of many. You know, we're on the last day of SHOT Show today, which means that all these media guys have only gotten a tiny bit of the products that they're trying to showcase off. So, you know, this is just what they got out today. Expect next week and the week after this there to be tons more products that get rolled out and get a lot more attention. But this one will be the last one I want to highlight for today. And again, I think it's awesome. If you've ever wanted to LARP as a Rainbow Six Siege operator, now is your chance. Surefire has released a brand new shield light, which works in tandem with a ballistic shield, as you can see. This is cool. Any sort of new technology like this, and really it's not new technology, but you know, it's cool to see a brand like Surefire put the full weight behind a project like this, and then you get a really cool outcome. You know, this looks like a rock solid light for a shield. And if that's a practical or tactical application for you, this is going to be a game changer. This is going to be, you know, a very reliable light, very bright light that will disorient and disable your target. These are cool, man. I'm just excited to see new products like this. I hope Surefire, I mean, again, I can't imagine a scenario in which I'm ever going to have a ballistic shield or this at the same time and need to use them. But it's nice to know that if I needed to, and there was a time, that there is a product for it. So good on you, Surefire. All right, folks, with that said, that is my impromptu list of things that got me excited from SHOT Show 2024. Again, expect to see more of these lists in the near future as they continue to drop more and more products. With that said, I'm Jeremy with A to Z Shooting. I hope you have a wonderful day. Stay dangerous.